We begin tonight with the multi-trillion-dollar tax and spending package House Republicans passed early this morning, sending President Trump's one big, beautiful bill over to the Senate. This bill would slash federal spending by more than $1.5 trillion. It would include also cuts to food assistance and Medicaid, which could leave more than 8 million Americans without coverage. Majority Leader Chuck Schumer calling the bill a dangerously radical plan.
House Republicans took a bill that was already rotten to the core and made it even worse to appease the most radical factions of their party. It will bring deeper, harder, and even faster pain to the American people. Seems the hard right over there wanted even quicker pain.
A lot of reaction coming into this. 7 News senior reporter Eileen Buckley finding out how some of our most vulnerable community members could be impacted locally here by the cuts to Medicaid.
It would be very, very catastrophic for the most vulnerable people that we have in Buffalo.
Buffalo is below the national average of household income, especially on the city's east side. So cuts to Medicaid could be devastating to those who rely on it for health care. And they could be among the more than 7 million who could lose Medicaid under the Trump budget bill.
Right now, there's a lot of resources that are just not available on the east side. And so by cutting Medicaid, what that would do is limit people's ability to be seen in primary care, if they even have primary care.
Samantha Nephew is with the Buffalo Center for Health Equity, an organization working to end health disparities for marginalized community members. Nephew tells me the approved budget bill led by the GOP could harm many pregnant mothers here in Buffalo.
That you can't be pro-life and then want to cut Medicaid, because Medicaid is what's saving lives in this country. Hundreds of thousands of lives every day. Medicaid is truly, truly that lifeline.
This is the beginning of a great American comeback.
Local Republican congressional leaders Nick Langworthy and Claudia Tenney both voted in favor of this bill. But Langworthy, appearing on the House floor for the vote, declared it good for American families.
With expanded tax relief for families and workers.
Democratic U.S. Senator Charles Schumer hopes the bill is doomed as it heads to the Senate for final approval.
This bill will shut down rural hospitals, community health centers, urgent care clinics, and more.
Now, the Medicaid cuts could also impact hospitals. It could go into effect as early as next year, giving them less time to prepare. Nephew tells me she is from the Seneca Nation and her family lives on the reservation in Salamanca. They rely on a rural hospital, and if it had to close, they would be forced to travel to Buffalo for emergency care.
If this gets cut, Buffalo might be the closest that they have, and that's an hour and a half. In the case of a life-threatening situation, I don't want to think about what that would do to my family.
Eileen Buckley, 7 News, Buffalo.